you, Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, the kicker Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got this in Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Crazy. To throw on 1st down is May. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for. To get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's May again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Vikings
give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
The 31-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started. And that last one results in a 1st down. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Out to his right. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there. He picks up the 1st down.
The defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket. Because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for it.
And he's in! Great May! Touchdown Vikings! His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The blocker is good on this score. Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
And 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Now this looks like a design run. Into space. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown Shamrocks. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one-way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back, and once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Shamrocks come right back to tie it at 7. Possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here goes tonight.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith took down Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets this up close to the 40. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
It's now 2nd.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his one-gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco. He's inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20.
42 yards. And a Honolulu first down. A gain of 42 yards on the play.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Shamrocks.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. That was a big ask. And the defense turns them away.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant. He'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Chip Ryman. Inside the 30. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play for Minnesota. The gain is 64.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is May. That one taken in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. Vikings will take a 21-7 lead. There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And will take this up past the 40, pick up the 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And this is going to work out. They get the 1st down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off.
A gain of 5. And the Honolulu 1st down.
70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Honolulu. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. And the Shamrocks draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Shamrocks 14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle by Benjamin Morrison. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing is May. That pass caught right side by Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. And then Morrison there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw now, May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
They run over center with Robinson. But he goes nowhere. Ball doesn't get out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
Crazy. Crazy.
They'll go. Here's May. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Let's go now. Back throw 80. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 22.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
They'll try and run for it.
And these plays, the decision of what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident. They're going to be able to...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
18, 5 in.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. A third down. We'll try to get it on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. And it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Would have been the first down, but he could not stay in. As a result, they're going to turn this over on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Here's May. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now second and 10.
Hey, what's up? Check.
May to throw on second down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
By Benjamin Morrison.
Throwing on third down is May. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 20. And a Honolulu first
Off
down.
play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught right side. That's Bandit. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's another Honolulu.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up being Rooster Burton, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Pat the 50, pat the 50.
Throwing now from the gun. That one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
Shotgun
line.
snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Vikings. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And a Honolulu first down.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Shamrock.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another. First down.
Here's Pacheco. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
The second down pass. Intercepted.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up
Here's third and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, short cut by Lyman. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings first down.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. It's a short pickup, taking us to the 49. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's May. And that is knocked away. Incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun. It's May. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
11. And the Vikings first down. First down 10.
And here's Bijan. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
17 more yards.
First and 10.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll go again with Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 12 more yards from him there and another first down.
Vikings
still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard on that one, it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The second down throw is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield.
Now third down.
And it's going to bring up third down. Now May. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Walter Nolan. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Set to kick off.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 57 yards. And a Honolulu first down. First down, Honolulu.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. That is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Shamrocks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
37-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 35. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way.
23. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, yeah.
Isaiah Pacheco on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own
This is first and 10.
4-7, Panther 60, Panther 6, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. Clock to stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. On the give, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of
Try
scrimmage.
again. It's
No gain
second
on the
and
play.
10.
Brings up second and 10. At
To
the
throw
43
is
line.
May. At downfield to the tight end, Ryman. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here is first and 10.
Ready? Come on, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.